Alright, good morning everybody. This is Big Daddy Duncan again. What I'm going to do here for you today is I'm going to go ahead and show you launch, how to launch out of the station. I'll super cruise out just a short bit, turn around, approach the station, show you how to do the safe disengage, and then I'll dock back at this station. So obviously you want to exit on the green side. If you exit on the red side, you could run into somebody. The bigger the ship, the bigger the boom we've got. So obviously don't fly like a jerk unless you want to pay for it. So we're just going to clear the station here. And as soon as I can super cruise, we will charge out and go. Shouldn't have to go out too much farther. Let's lock back in on the station there. Alright, 14 light seconds. Not too bad. So we'll go ahead and rotate back over and come back in. So we're coming back at the station here. So what you're looking at here is you can see my speed indicator. I'm just playing with a little throttle forward, throttle back. I'm trying to keep that time to arrival anywhere less than 30 seconds, but greater than 15. That's just kind of the band I go by. I'm sure that might be optimized, but it works for me. And as we drop out of the light second range here in a second, it's going to be more important to make sure your throttle is just in the same sort of area as your distance. If not, you'll be throttled too high. Throttled too low is fine. It'll just take you a while longer to get there. So, pretty soon. Yep. And I'm going to overshoot it. So here's my trick. I dive down, I pull back up, I'm full throttle back. That'll kill my speed pretty quick. Come with those last ditch things instead of overshooting it. Keep that speed right in the blue band. Or a little hotted if you want. And safe disengage. Alright, so here we are. We're looking at this station and we know one thing. That it spins on its axis. So I'm looking at the back side of this station. And I don't see the port there. So I know it's the back side. If I were to target this station, it will let it spin, and I'll actually rotate on it here a bit. I'll move it into range so that you can actually see that arrow. Whoa. Hello, space station arm. There you go. I think I need to get out a little bit further. So this is flying without coffee. So there we go. There we go. You guys should be able to see that pretty clearly. That there's an arrow on that station that's pointing to it. So if I go ahead and orient myself back on that station, hopefully I won't hit any arms now. It'll tell me that the station side, if I follow this arrow, is off to the left there. You can also tell by targeting some ships and watching their vapor trails of who's coming in, where the activity on that station is. So while we're here, We'll go ahead and request. You can see the red and green lights there. Obviously, right, green side, red side, going on the green side. And I am on platform number 1. Which is obviously right up at the door. Gonna drop my... Where are you at, 1? There you go. So I tried a new record while I fly. My previous video I flew and then recorded. So you guys are hearing a little bit more of my mumbling. Alright, so here we go. The new hologram for the landing pad has just showed up. And the first thing I can see is that I'm not oriented facing the right directions. The arrows are telling me where I need to go. So quick roll and a flip orients me there. Now, if I didn't know what my controls were, at this point I could press escape, go to options, go to controls, scroll on down here to flight thrust. And this is where, if you're using a game controller, go ahead and switch to the keyboard. So Q and E move you left and right. R and F thrust you forward, or sorry, up and down. And then W and S increase your throttle. You could always set the thrust forward and thrust backward, but I just use the throttle. I think that's what most people do anyways. Cancel out of that. Back to game. Okay, so I thrust back a bit, and I get the blue line. So I'm far enough back, but I still need to go over some. So, oh yeah, I don't want to frame shift. So, right now I'm like right in the target zone. All I need to do now is bring myself down, and it locks me in. So that's it. That's all it takes to land. I would suggest using the keyboard if you have a game controller. If you're using a joystick, then just make sure your buttons are set up on the throttle to do your left, right, up, down sort of deal. Alright, thanks for watching.